Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam Robbins. Now today I'm going to quickly talk about how I use Ashwagandha extract and how you may also use it if you want to use it for lowering stress and cortisol and feeling more relaxed and having better sleep, while at the same time improving your testosterone levels, your libido, and sexual performance. Now, I've done specific videos about ashwagandha in the past, one specific for just increasing testosterone levels and one specific for lowering cortisol. However, today I'm going to just keep it really short, get right to the point, and give you the quick do's and don'ts and an action plan you can utilize right away on how to best use ashwagandha at the correct dosages and how not to get ripped off. Basically, it'll be a summary on how you can best use ashwagandha for both increasing testosterone and lowering cortisol levels. Now, before I start, if you want a lot more details and background about ashwagandha and all of its benefits, not just for testosterone and cortisol, there is a longer 20-minute video on Herbamama's YouTube channel that I found really good, and it's done by 𝗔𝘀𝗵𝘄𝗴. Now, he has a master's in herbal medicine, and he's also a medical neuropath, which means he studies holistic supplements on the body. Now, I've put a direct link to that video and to his channel, one right in the description area below this video and other useful links. So make sure you take a look at that video after you watch the rest of this video. As stated, ashwagandha has many benefits, but the main ones I'm going to focus on today and what I personally use it for is lowering cortisol and increasing testosterone. In fact, when I ask people, hey, what do you think the opposite hormone of testosterone is? They typically say it's estrogen, the female hormone, but it's not, all right? It's a stress hormone, cortisol. In fact, when cortisol levels increase due to excess stress, such as lack of sleep, that's a big one, working out too much, dieting too hard and not eating enough food, or emotional stress and so forth, your testosterone levels drop because of the raise in cortisol. Now, it's basically your body's way of telling you, hey, there's something wrong, all right? From 1,000 years ago, maybe there's famine or something else is wrong. Go fix this stress problem first, all right? This is not a time to procreate and have sex and have babies. Hence, cortisol levels go up and testosterone comes down. And this is why during times of stress, your libido and your desire for sex and sexual performance just kind of plummets. You're not in the mood. And this is where ashwagandha extract, the extract form, comes in because it helps lower excess stress hormones such as cortisol, which will then indirectly increase testosterone levels and all of the benefits that come from having optimal testosterone, cortisol, and hormonal balance. Okay, so now let's talk about the different forms of ashwagandha you should not use. This is the important part. First, I don't like the liquid versions at all. They're very, very weak and they can go rancid quickly. So I suggest pill forms. Now, if you're going to use the ashwagandha in the pill form, the first thing is you never want to use the ashwagandha root powder. All right. You only want to use the ones that have the extract form. This is important. And this is because the extract contains numerous bioactive compounds, namely things like alkaloids and flavonoids and glycosides and basically kind of steroids and steroidal lactones. These compounds produce all those benefits. So make sure you read the label. In fact, I'm going to give you a couple examples right now, these two labels. Take a look at this one, this first one. It says ashwagandha root extract, right? It says 450 milligrams, but it doesn't give you a percentage, so you have no idea what's in there. The second one, same thing. It says organic root. Again, 800 milligrams. 800 milligrams of what? We don't know the extract, all right? So make sure there's an extract percentage. The higher the extract, the more potent the ashwagandha and all its benefits. Basically, you're paying, all right, for the extract, and the ideal standardized extract should be between 7% to ideally 10%. All right, now look at these two other labels over here. Now, this one is pathetic, all right? It says it contains 0.2, not even 1%, but 0.2 and then 0.5. So you're only getting basically 1 or 2 milligrams. Again, total waste of time. When I said earlier 10%, you have to use like 20 times the dose of this one product. So it says 60 pills. This thing only lasts you 3 days and you're going to be paying a little bit less but getting nothing out of it. Now, take a look at this one. This one at least says it's 2.5%, all right, which is obviously a lot better than the 0.2 and the 0.5 in the previous product. But again, you'll need at least 4 times the dose to get to that 10%. Basically, even though you're going to be paying less for one of these inferior products, so you think you're, getting a better deal, you actually have to take 4 to 20 times the dose to get the same benefits of the 10% extract. And I mention all this so you don't get ripped off and waste your valuable time and money like things that happened to me when I first started out learning about all this stuff. Now, let's talk about the best forms of ashwagandha. Now, there are 2 popular and potent clinical research versions of ashwagandha. They're basically 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗴 and Sensoril. Maybe you've heard of them. Now, I've used both of them separately and together, and they're both actually utilized in 2 products that I use daily, and I'll mention those 2 products in a minute. Now, the reason I like these 2 specific ashwagandhas, the 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗴 and the Sensoril, is because of the numerous human clinical studies and the fact that they're going to be standardized dosages and extracts. Simply stated, when you purchase a product with either of these 2 versions, the 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗴 or the Sensoril, you're basically guaranteed a product that works. It's already been standardized. It's already been proven. You're not going to get ripped off with, very low percentage extract or a low milligram dose, which basically renders the product completely ineffective and again, a big waste of time and money. Okay, so with that said, now we want to know what's the main difference between the 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗴 and the Sensoril ashwagandha, and which is better, when to use when, and so forth. First, the ashwagandha, the 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗴, basically has a little bit more uplifting effect, all right? It's more energetic and it helps reduce feelings of fatigue. And it's used more by fitness people who work out, because the research has shown it can help promote increase in testosterone levels by 17%, luteinizing hormone by 34%, which helps signal your testicles to produce more testosterone, in addition to increasing semen volume by 53% and improved sperm motility by 57%. So these are a lot of important benefits from it, a lot more testosterone based. Now, the Sensoril ashwagandha, this has a more calming effect, all right? More relaxed feeling because it helps support GABA and serotonin properties. It's better for anti-stress and cortisol lowering effects. Now, for clarity, I'm not saying that these versions, the Sensoril, the 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗴, they do either or, all right? They do both. Just one tends to do more, more energy, and one tends to do more relaxing. So this is the main thing I want you to keep in mind. So with that said, when and how to use them. So it's basically best to use the 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗴 more during the day because it helps increase energy levels a little bit more, while using the Sensoril more in the evening and before sleep because of the calming effects. So how do I do it? I personally use a product called AlphaViril, which you may have heard of, during the day, all right? Because it does contain the 𝗵𝗵𝗄𝗴 ashwagandha, in addition to numerous herbs, vitamins, and minerals, which do help boost your testosterone libido. So that's a cool thing. Then later on in the late evening, I use a product called Stress and Cortisol Relief because it contains more Sensoril ashwagandha, combined with other numerous ingredients for supporting healthy cortisol levels and adrenal function, which basically helps me relax and get better sleep. And I also use Stress and Cortisol Relief a couple hours after my workouts to help reduce that excess cortisol from my heavy, hard workouts, and to help, again, optimize testosterone levels post-workout. And you see, these 2 products do it all. It keeps things really simple, it's easy, convenient, and it's much better deal since it's all in one, right? So you've got the best ingredients, the dosages, and the extract in these 2 products. And I've listed direct links to both AlphaViril and Stress and Cortisol Relief below this video in the description area, in addition to discount coupons if you want to give them a try. I've also included additional links and videos if you want more details and information about ashwagandha extract, including Herbamama's channel that I mentioned earlier. Now, please, please, please don't be like others who just watch and then don't take action, all right? Without action and implementation, you'll never get results or see progress in life. So while it's fresh on your mind, scroll down and utilize all the great resources I've listed below in the description area. Let me know your questions below in the comment section, all right? So I can make additional videos in the future for you. Of course, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do so now and click that notification icon so you'll be notified when new videos are released. Also, don't forget to share this video with anyone who may benefit from lowering stress levels and improving hormones. This is important for both men and women, especially as we get older, especially during these times of extra stress. With that said, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I wish you a very happy and healthy day.